Boom, boom, bang. All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Sunday. Who's in the chat? Gorbidal, Zayshawn, Nafum, Simbarchi. What's up, everybody? This is the All Things Fantasy Grounds talk show. Meant to teach and help you watching in the viewing audience. But remember that the opinions stated by those of us on the show are not that of Fantasy Grounds or Smiteworks USA LLC or DM's Guild or The Forge or anything. Just us. And today we have the whole crew. Robin and Drake and Fury are all here. What's up, everybody?
Mikey, Buggy,
Ricky,
hello,
Mickey,
hi.
Mikey, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Ronnie, Bobby, Mickey, and Mike.
Thanks.
Oh, is that one?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I thought it was Ricky, Mickey, Bobby, and Mike.
I always thought it was...
Ronnie, Bobby, Mickey, and Mike.
Let's see. Ronnie, Bobby... Oh, I always thought it was Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. And it's Ronnie,
I
Bobby,
totally never even
Mickey,
thought
and Mike.
about it. So
That's... you don't know who that is, Drake? Tell him who it is,
Yeah.
Fury.
Oh, I have no idea.
Tell him, Robin.
it's Kid
I love
Play
these
or
things.
something.
Yeah.
Told
Isn't
me
it?
once, but I've forgotten.
Kid Play. No, that is New Edition.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
No, that is New Edition, and the Bobby of that is Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston's husband, domestic violence, and where am I trying to go?
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, that's I've always just had that in my head. Like that came out in like '92 or something, or I don't know when it came out, but way back then, at least 30 years ago, and. It's just always been in my head. And I said it a lot. So then, of course, I got the soundbite for us to be able to play. So, if you're brand new to the show, it's very informal. I would like to announce once again that July 2nd will be our Everybody Wins show. That's going to be episode 250. Going to give away a lot of prizes that day, including the Insanity Bundle. And then we just booked Gwydion and Leroon. Oh, what I was saying when my mic went out for you guys is that... Gwydion is going to come on July 30th, and Leroon, and Gwydion's going to talk about Shadows of the Demon Lord, and then Leroon is going to wrap up Founders Day weekend. We always like to have him on at the end of July. So yeah, what's up, Messi?
Nice.
So
Founders Day weekend.
Founders Day weekend, right?
Founders Day again.
Yeah, we just did it, and that was a year ago.
It was like just a year ago, I guess.
That is crazy. How that does not seem. Founders of Cat, yeah, that was July 31st. Unbelievable. That seemed like about 3 weeks ago to me. It's just so, it was a year ago. Anyway, so tonight on the show, we'll answer your questions, and then we'll do that for 3 or 4 minutes, and then it'll devolve into an hour of nonsense. No, but if you have questions about the Fantasy Ground software, you can let us know. Type your questions in the chat, and we'll answer them for you. We also will give away a prize tonight, so, be ready for that, everybody. Don't everybody ask questions at once. We just have trouble with this. I think about 3 years ago, everybody who watches the show already knows the answer to every question. So people are nice and they try to make up questions, and sometimes you guys ask me questions, but the Sunday show, Messi calls it. That's right.
Yes.
And McClancy's here too. What's up, McClancy? Thelgor. I didn't say Thelgor's name. Robin 1XP is in the chat. Nice.
What? Who's
Yeah.
that?
What? Who's
I don't
that?
know who that is. That's a new guy.
You didn't share your screen with us again after the
What?
the pop-up.
After I had to quit Discord because these guys all of a sudden couldn't hear me. Not the stream, but just Discord. So then I had to quit Discord. And then there you go. Now I'm back. Now it's back. Now you can have all your screens. So here's a trick I can tell everybody. This is just something I thought of. So when you start Fantasy Grounds, you can start the cloud, public or private service. The Garvster. 52 months, the Garvster. Thank you so much. Hi, boss.
Wow.
Hydrate. Oh, yeah, hydrate. Very important.
That's
I went to the...
almost. Well, it's more than 4 years. Jesus.
4 years and how many months, Robin?
Listen. I'm not that smart. Okay, don't make me do math.
Well, first you changed it. You
48
said
years
you
and
said
4
that's
months.
almost, and then you switched it to that's over
Because
4 years. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not that smart. And I don't like math is like if I was a superhero, math would be my kryptonite, like 100%. I would just die if you did math
like
around me.
It's like a puzzle to save the planet, and you have to do math, and you're gonna be like, dur, 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 dur.
So the Garvster is in third place with 52 months subscribed. Drake is in second with 58, and McClancy has 68 months. Robin, how many years is that?
Listen,
I'm going to tell you right now, that's 5 years and 8 months. So, thank you to everybody, by the way. Even if you don't subscribe, if you're just watching. Messy Fresh, 8. So, what was I going to say about Messy? You don't need to do the math in our head anymore. We could just ask ChatGPT.
and Fantasy Grounds does all the D&D math for us.
That's right.
You know,
It does.
that's like its biggest selling point for me.
Oh, it's so speeds things up.
Mm-hmm.
So
When
you
I
can
level up, it knows, my proficiency bonus. So
Level
then
up.
all the DC of my spells goes up. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want to do all that shit by hand.
The only thing is, if you have hotkey bars, you've got to redo those if those are not dynamic.
True.
So if your
I just
initiative,
got into
also
the
have to
habit of not
manually level up
having
your
anything
cantrips.
down there that needed to.
I
be
just
updated.
every level I just rekey everything without even if it's not, I just do it just as a habit. So you can start Fantasy Grounds on the cloud doing public or private server, right? But you can start it on LAN, and you don't have to do it on LAN. But here's what you can do if you start it on LAN. You can open other instances of Fantasy Grounds. So say, for example, you want to connect to your own table to test something as DM and player. If you do it in the cloud, it's going to say, nah, you can't do it. So you got to do it on LAN. But that's a good tip. Reverse math. Oh, Thaco. Oh my God. Here's the thing about Thaco. It's the same. I feel the way about Thaco as I do about 4th edition. It was the shit while it was happening until the next thing came and you realize what a piece of garbage it is. And you're like, oh. So Thaco was stupid.
Thaco reminds me of like algebra. It's like, why did you have to do it this way? Because that's just the way.
Even back in the day, we would ask ourselves, why did they do it this way? Can't you just, couldn't we go up to 20 instead of down to 0? It was so stupid. But we thought it was cool because it was a new thing that you had to figure out,
And it was almost like being in that exclusive clubs, like, oh, I understand what this is.
Right.
And the math system.
You
I'm
tell
a super
people,
nerd.
you tell people who don't play and they're like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
It's cool. We do it.
Messy Fresh, I think I don't think it's actually a cloud. It's just a connection service, right? It doesn't really.
So if you do,
So it has to be like service.
Yes.
Server somewhere.
it is Fantasy Grounds runs servers, and if their servers are down, very rare, but if they're down, you can't connect.
We really, Messy. Only I think Smiteworks would know what host they use for that cloud service. I don't know, and I don't think anybody here.
Oh, I
knows
think
either.
I think it's Azure, maybe. Yeah, the one he said.
Yeah.
Can we find out what? Let's find out about that. What cloud server does Fantasy Grounds.
Sometimes
Use.
there's Smiteworks employees in the chat. Sometimes.
Oh, maybe yeah.
you don't know.
Sometimes there are.
They're not always here, but sometimes they are.
I don't know if they. I mean, it's not a secret. It's just that why would anybody care?
Run a
Why would anybody?
Wireshark instance while starting a cloud game to see where the packets go. Yeah, Messy, that's like uber nerd shit. You could probably do that. Could I do that? No.
I remember when you used to get Kool-Aid in packets. Yep.
Here's what Messi showed me. He
Sniff
showed
those
me. He showed me. Messi showed me. This thing called Power Toys, and then
Oh, I love Power Toys.
and then you
I
can
use
make
it
like I
too.
can make this thing stay on top. So like if I switch
Yeah.
around, boom, 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 it stays on top like that.
Do you know what I use Power Toys for?
Robin, that's a little
You're-
personal.
Listen.
Wow.
Okay. All right now.
Clip
So I
it.
have a-
Clip it. Do you know what I use Power Toys for?
All right.
Clipping it.
Okay. So I have a very gigantic monitor.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know this. My computer monitor is huge. It's
How many
big
inches,
enough
Robin?
To be, I don't know how many inches. It's big enough to be
34.
4 total 1080p monitors, right? And
Wow.
so
Whoa.
it has 4 inputs, outputs on it because you can run it to your computer as 4 separate monitors. And I use Power Toys so that my monitor is only connected via one display port, and I use Power Toys to actually split my screen into separate screen areas. So like, you know, when you drag a window to the top of your Windows desktop and it like expands the whole window, right? So with Power Toys, you can basically divide your monitor space so that each one is its own functional
Oh
monitor.
wow, cool.
It's so cool. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
fucking
so
love it.
Scott tells me get Power Toys, and the only thing I don't even read anything else about. I'm just doing this.
It
I'm just
does so many cool things.
That's the only thing I'm doing is putting that on top.
Like you guys chat, you guys have dirty minds.
Well, you were like, you want to know what I use Power Toys for, and then you said
I
I have such a gigantic, and then everybody filled in the blank.
Monitor!
I know,
Monitor!
but people get there before, and then you said you didn't know how many inches it was. It was a giant nightmare.
Right.
I mean, we're all
It is
14. Just remember.
Gutter ball.
Robin, you sent me messages. Should I look at those, or are those private?
Nah, you can look at them later.
Oh, later. Oh my God. Oh, I just doxed everybody. I just opened it. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't
I
hit
don't
the
even.
power button.
So.
Wow, Rob. Wow.
Well, I mean, I clicked by accident. I didn't read it. Everyone else did, but I didn't read it.
Also, like my freaking COVID medical documents were there for you.
Were
and
they?
everything.
Let's go look. Let's look.
No,
My COVID medical documents.
they were. I took
Hold
it.
on. I'm gonna put the slides on just because I want to see.
All right. Yeah. See,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
that's
COVID
right.
Shit. Jeez.
Yeah,
You also
okay.
get to see that my husband's true first legal name is not Scott.
Oh, it's messy.
Yep, it's messy.
We've said that on stream before, though. Okay, back to this. Okay, back to this. Okay, back to that. Okay, back to this. Okay, back to that.
It's fine.
Whoa. Now I just made another window go down where I didn't want it to go. How did I... Here it is right here. Oh, I can get rid of that one. That's me searching. So, did you guys do it? Did you guys sniff the packets or whatever? Is it happening? Cancel Rob Twohy. Did you guys sniff packets?
I did.
I don't even know what he's
know how
talking
to
about.
do that.
Wire,
Oh, okay.
wire smith, wire fry
I can
wire.
try to explain it, but
Okay.
basically, when your computer talks to things on the internet, it sends.
Oh no,
things
I
called
understand.
packets.
No, I got that.
Okay.
I
okay,
just
so
don't know.
You can trace where
How
those
can I
packets are going to, and where they're coming from, and I believe that's called sniffing packets.
Yes, but
Literally, that's
there's
the
a
term.
there's a thing that does it. Packet sniffer.
Wire shark.
Wireshark. Thank you.
When a computer loves another computer very much. That's a good way to put it. Yes.
So do I? Oh, do I have to download it? I can't just do it online. Come on, man.
Yes, I believe it is a executable file.
All right. Well, let's let one of the nerds do it and let us know.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody sniff out Fantasy Grounds and tell us. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear my cat?
I heard something.
He's down. He's around the corner and 15 feet down the hall, and he just sits there. He's like,
Spock?
yeah, Spock, come
He
here,
wants
buddy.
Attention.
Come here, buddy.
It could be also meowing to get his sister to play with him. Like,
No,
if
I
she's
don't-
ignoring him.
So I was reading a lot about cats, and they don't meow to each other. They only meow to humans.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
So basically, what he's doing is, you're not petting me. You're not touching me. You're not feeding me. You're not loving me. What the fuck is going on down
attention
there?
to me, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
my
I can-
cats, when they get feisty with each other, they like growl at each other a bit, but it's like playful for the
Yeah.
most part.
But they don't meow at each other. They might make noises to each other, and they might
Yeah.
meow, but they're not generally speaking to each other.
Have your cats ever like started doing like the chittering noises?
Yes,
Like
Kirk does
bird
that.
Sounds.
Yeah,
kind of?
yeah.
Yeah.
So Kirk
what the
does that,
fuck?
and it's also been long enough now. I guess I've had him for 6 months, December 9th, I think. So, it's long enough. I know their meows from the different room.
Yeah.
Like I can tell who it
too.
is.
Yeah.
And at night because Kirk chitters and does a soft sort of girl meow, forgive my sexism. And Spock is like a screamer. He's like, "Hey, fucker." You know,
That's
he's makes a lot, and it's funny because people come over and everybody who this is like 2 people that come to my house, but they go, "Oh, so noisy.
Aww.
So vocal. Such a cute boy." And I'm like, yeah, it's not cute for 9 hours.
My girl
hey,
cat
come
is
here,
like
buddy.
that. Really vocal. She's very loud when she meows. And then my boy cat, it's like he doesn't know how to meow. Like he can't meow very well. So he like whisper meows. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the world's teeniest little meows.
Yeah.
I've never heard him meow like a full loud meow. It's just always like a little, like so tiny.
Let's see if I can get... Oh, I can't. I don't have anything that has just me on camera, it seems. I've never... Yeah, I don't have any scene that has me just using my camera straight. It's all gaming stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I was going to try to put myself
Oh,
on camera.
Simbarchi packet sniff them.
Oh,
They're using
and
Cloudflare and a hosting company called Ionos in Philadelphia. The actual games are hosted on Amazon AWS. I
Nice.
assume that's what he means.
what's the name of the camera thing we used? Oh, XSplit.
BC. Wait.
Amazon has a
which
cloud
time?
server service called AWS.
Pop out.
Pop out. So how do I make this bigger? Can I make this bigger? How do I do it? Can it just make it big? How do I do it? That's what my progress is.
No, this Discord. There's no. Oh, XSplit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make this whole thing bigger. Anyway, here he is, everybody. This is Spock. He's being quiet all of a sudden. Okay, buddy. All right, let's just calm down.
I don't see it on stream.
Oh, it doesn't show the camera?
I see your
Okay.
kitty.
But on stream, they don't see it for some
Oh, on
reason.
stream.
Really? That seems odd because it should be showing everything on the monitor.
Unless you
it's
have the
just showing the Fancy
application
Ground program.
selected.
Say that again, Fury?
It's just showing the Fancy Ground program. The home screen
Oh.
of the Fancy Ground.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Yes, I did switch. I did, let's see. Okay, let's try that. What about now?
Give it a second. There it goes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
So this is Spock. Oh, and this, so this is Spock. And on my shirt is Kirk. It's
Aw.
William Shatner. Hey, come here, buddy. Now, you were crying, and then I went and picked you up, and now you're squirming to get away. Let's see if we can get a face here.
He's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, look at the camera, buddy. You're on TV,
Be
man.
famous.
Be famous. Can you?
Have
Oh,
your
he was
15 seconds
purring
of
until
fame.
2 seconds. I put him next to the mic.
He's
and
like,
he
yeah, I'm good.
So he is not. He is dark. He is charcoal gray. He is not
I
black.
love it. It's beautiful.
And he's got white. He's got white chest and white
He's a
footies.
tuxedo.
And he's got white belly. He's got white.
Cute.
He's got white belly
Oh my god, he's so
right
cute.
here. Anyways, maybe he's kicking the mic. He's
Messy
pushing-
campaign data is not stored in the cloud. It's always on the DM's computer.
And yeah, he's squirmy
I think the
because
cloud server is just used for players like to connect to the DM. I really don't understand how it works either.
It's
all right.
so you can avoid using port forwarding.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I get that. But I mean, like, what part of the session is going onto the actual cloud server, right? Like, because I have all the campaign data
The
on my
connection
computer.
portion.
Yeah,
Well, it's
that's
pushing.
what I thought. Just
It's
the
pushing
connection part.
images. It's pushing library book information. You know, it's pushing all the stuff you share with the players, basically. And then the players suck it down. They suck. They suck. Okay, I'm turning this camera off now.
The funny thing is, like, Messi actually walked away from his computer just now, so he didn't hear any of our explanation. I'll tell
Yeah,
him.
our hammers.
You know
That's
what?
what I was saying.
It's just witchcraft. That's all it is.
It
Yeah.
is. That's all it is.
Magic
What
witch.
kind of sorcery? That's what people say.
Like, sorry.
So, what else? So AWS, interesting. So cloud source in Philadelphia, and then but it actually uses AWS technology. You see commercials for that, especially during like football. They show that all the time because the NFL football stats are done by AWS now, and they got weird shit. Like they know how many seconds the ball's in the air, and it's all crazy. They got like
I
everything.
know. Isn't that fancy?
It's fancy.
Like watching any kind of sports nowadays, it's like so more like technical now. They have crazy things. Like I still don't even understand how they know how fast pitchers throw balls. Like
That's radar.
I understand they use radar. I get that, but I don't understand how it works. And they're like, "Oh, they pitched a 92-mile-per-hour curveball."
Well, it's the same as a cop doing it on the freeway. It's the
Stop in
same.
your
I don't
car when you're
get
going,
it.
80 in a 60-mile zone.
I got that, but I don't get how it works.
Oh,
I don't
radar.
understand the science of it.
Radar sends a beam out to the object, and then it
Like a
bounces
laser
back.
beam?
Well,
No, it's a
like
radio.
a laser beam, but not a laser beam.
Is it light, like light waves? Like, I just don't understand how it works, man.
Is it radio, Drake, or is it what is it?
Radar, radio. Yeah, radio.
Oh yeah. Oh, here, this will help you, Robin.
Drake, you sound so fucking sure. But what if you're wrong?
Probably not.
Well, so first of all,
You
you
gotta
can spell
type it right.
Yeah. So, radar stands for
Radiation.
Radiation.
what the fuck? Why doesn't it
We're
tell
all
me?
gonna die every time we
Why
crash
doesn't it
into
tell
our
me
car.
right away what radar stands for? It should be the first fucking thing.
Radio
waves.
radiation. That uses radio. Yeah, I don't fucking get it.
But radar stands for what's that? What does radar?
It's measuring how fast the signal gets to the target and
Yeah,
comes back.
there you go, Robin. This tells you everything you need to know. Radio detection and ranging. Radar. Boom. Sonar, similar, only uses sound. You know,
yeah,
for
I
submarines
don't
and whatnot.
understand it.
Well,
I don't
I
understand
mean-
how something moving past a radar gun and then the radar gun tells you how fast it's going. Like, I just
Okay, hold
can't
on,
wrap
here.
my
I
fucking
actually
head
I
around
looked it up.
it.
I looked it up. Okay. So it works by transmitting radio waves that bounce off to different targets up ahead and then reflect back to the radio transmitter. Military uses this radar to track fighter jets in the sky. Weathermen use it for radar to track clouds in the atmosphere, cars, blah blah blah. To measure speed, radar relies on a principle called the Doppler shift. So that's what it is.
That's
It
why you
uses
hear.
the
That's why
Doppler
you
shift.
hear the Doppler radar on the weather stations. That's what they call it.
Yeah, it still doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that
There's
doesn't have to
also
make sense,
something
Robin.
in
Yeah. Oh, okay. So police radar relies on the simple principle: it shoots a radar forward, and the radar waves get compressed if the target vehicle is getting closer, or stretched out if the target vehicle is moving away. The radar gun measures these changes in frequencies and converts it to a speed.
Yep.
Fancy.
Robin, I'll tell you what I don't understand.
That enough?
When I was a little kid,
Science!
how do they measure shit in the Olympics to the thousandth of a second? That's what I would
I
understand.
know, right? It's impressive.
Because I
Or
don't know if
my answer, witchcraft. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah, thank
if
you.
you remember, back in I think it was '08, Michael Phelps won all the Olympic gold medals. He won all of them, and one of the races he won was by 1/100th of a second, by a fingertip.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually measured that shit. I was like fucking crazy. I was fucking shitting my pants watching that. I lost more weight that day just panicking because I was so
There's an
into it. And
author
I'm
that says something like magic is just science that we don't understand.
right. Yes. Yeah. That's right.
I'm like, yeah, that checks
Yeah.
out. And science, to
Yeah.
me, is just magic I don't understand.
Well, and science actually, what's funny is science isn't science. Science is the study of science because things are always changing. Like back in the day, the earth was flat was science until they figured out, no, guess what? It's not.
Arthur C. Clarke.
Arthur C. Clarke.
I had heard that phrase somewhere before. Magic is just science we don't understand. I'm paraphrasing. I'm sure he said it much more eloquently than that, but
The singularity's coming, by the way, everybody. It should be a couple weeks. It's happening. Well, so Bane, I didn't quite explain that very, very articulately. But science is changing. So when someone says, that's science, because, fuck. Here, let's look up the word science. This'll help.
it's like things that are provable with like theories and testing.
Yeah, but it's study. It's that's what I was trying to. That's the word I couldn't come up with was study, because I did not do a lot of it in high school. That's why I couldn't remember. The systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation, experimentation, and the testing of theories against the evidence obtained. This is why shit changes, because if somebody says, "Well, that's science," what they really mean to say is that's the science of today. But we, in 100 years, it's all going to be different, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, like, look at the ancient Greeks. They thought that you had, like, certain colors of bile, and that meant you were this type of sickness or this type of sickness based on, like, the color of your bile or your pus or whatever, right? Like, stuff that we know for a fact is, like, not true today, obviously. But, like, science changed, but that's just what they believed way back then. Oh, black bile. You need to drink 5 glasses of wine a day, and you'll be all good to go.
Oh, Black Bile, they're excellent.
Maybe
I saw them.
Coca-Cola.
I saw them open
problem.
for ZZ Top once. Black Bile, they're great. Leeches, remember? I say remember like we
in
did
your
that.
wounds too. That was a thing.
Oh, you can still do that.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting, but they will clean that shit out. They will eat all the
and probably
necrotic.
also eat healthy parts of you.
No.
too.
The maggots love necrotic material. They love.
I know that.
Dead skin and dead
So
flesh.
disgusting. Oh my god.
But I would tell you what, if I had a major life-threatening leg gash, or and it was getting infected and dying, and somebody said, and I was in the wilderness, and somebody said, I got to put maggots in there, I'd say, okay, do it. And then
Really?
just don't look. Don't look. Well, if I'm talking about if I'm going to die
Take me
now.
to a doctor and give me penicillin.
No, you're on the
No,
island. It's
right.
Gilligan's
It's all about the
Island. There's no
leeches.
doctors.
It's all about the leeches
Rob, when
in
the
science.
hell are you ever going to be in the woods? When the plane crash or something? What?
This is another safe reason I can say this is it's never going to happen. But I will be, you never know. The plane could crash or whatever. You're driving and they go off the highway. You don't know what's going to happen. Do you guys have emergency prepared kits in your cars, by the way? I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I do,
used to.
kind of.
I have
some
gloves.
things.
Does that count?
Gloves. No, you're supposed to have like an earthquake kit and a blanket and
Yeah, I have a thermal
all that
blanket.
shit. Thermal
A
blanket.
tarp and a
have-
shovel. Does that count? Gloves?
We used to keep MREs.
No,
in
not
the
a
car.
fucking murder kit. I'm not talking about that. A tarp
Oh.
and a shovel. Listen to you.
I live in
No,
Florida. What?
no.
We have different concepts.
Oh
of
yeah, you live
survival.
in Florida. Don't
We
say
have a
gay.
flashlight, thermal blanket. We used to have MREs, but we decided to let our kids eat them once because they had never had one.
Oh
And we
my
were like,
god,
"Ah, fuck it."
expensive. Those
No,
things
they
are.
were the ones we had for like a year. You forget, my husband was in the army. I was in the army. We
That's
just
right, but
had MREs. Like,
yeah, they last like
this
25
shit
years.
happens. Yeah.
But those things are so expensive. If you try, like, if you guys run out and
just
try to
buy
get them, oh my
yeah.
god,
Yeah.
they're ridiculously
I mean, unless you
expensive.
live near like a military installation, and you can get them at the surplus stores that usually pop up outside of like
Yeah,
bases and
yeah.
stuff. There's a lot of surplus stores, and they'll sell MREs too. But we're pretty
MREs are
far
so
from the
good.
closest.
I
like,
used to
Navy
love.
We have
base.
a Coast Guard exchange here, but I don't think they sell MREs at it. So
Yeah, I'm thinking like bigger posts. We've lived around a lot of bigger posts, and there's always surplus stores around them that have like MREs and helmets and plate carriers and
Oh,
all that
yeah,
kind of shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Poncho liners.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you can get the shoestrings, like the exact boot strings that go in army issue boots. And,
Yeah.
all that crap. Pluto is
So-
political. Hey, look, I remember when Pluto was a planet. My kids are going to school nowadays, and they don't even learn about Pluto. Like Pluto is excised from the curriculum.
Of one of the things that got changed by science, with my fingers in the air by science, that was the most upsetting to me. This was
I was also very sad.
This is 17 years ago now. This happened in 2006, right? And I remember hearing. At first, I heard Pluto's no longer classified as a planet, and thinking, okay, who's fucking around, who's making a joke, who's trying to upset people, and then no, they declassified it. It's a dwarf planet now,
I thought it was a planetesimal.
or whatever. I
What
don't
they
even.
call it, like a pre-planet. It's almost a planet, but not quite.
I don't know.
Which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I've heard it was. Well, here, let's just find out right now.
Pluto is
What
the moon.
is Pluto?
Is it a moon? No,
No,
fucking way.
It's
a
a
moon
dwarf.
of what
It's a
planet?
dwarf planet. That's what I said. Dwarf planet.
Oh.
In the Kuiper Belt. Yeah. So, because how many planets in our solar system? 8. People go. I'm like, wait, what now? Because it was 9. It was 9. It was 9 forever when I was a kid.
Correct
and
me
I-
if
when I
I'm
was-
wrong. The term dwarf planet, dwarf in this instance being an adjective of the noun planet. Therefore, Pluto is still a fucking planet. Thank you very
Yes, Robin. This is why we're friends.
I love your grammar logic.
See, I am good at words. Words I'm good at. That didn't sound like I am, but I am good at words.
I am
Don't
well
ask me
at
math
words.
questions, though.
But according to Clancy, Pluto now identifies as a non-planet.
Yeah, it's woke.
You're
Pluto's
making
fucking
yourself out
woke,
now.
y'all.
Thank you.
So, I was very upset, and I'm like, but the book says, because when you're in school, when you're in grade school, and they hand you a science book or a math book or a history book, you're like, this is the fucking way it is, man. This is the real shit, right? And then they make you learn it, and then they test you, and and if you're wrong, they fucking yell at you. No, there's not 8 planets. There's 9. I was way ahead of my time. It's 8, fuckers.
Yeah, but
Why
now
does it
with
say
history,
now? How
it's
many
all
planets are there?
perspective. So even history isn't factual.
Right, I know.
True. Yeah, because people get to cherry pick what goes in history books.
Watch this.
Even
8.
school boards and shit like that.
There are 8 planets in our solar system. I think you are fucking insane. Here's people. Are there 100?
Oh, there
how
was
many?
a thread on the internet that compared a history book from like a Texas school to like a school in California, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's a fucking
And they were
nightmare.
crazy different.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
No, it's
hold
a
up, wait a minute.
Well, so here's what happens. Old, white, racist men get a hold of the curriculum and change it to be...
Texas.
This is
they were
Texas,
talking
yeah.
about how like egregious the ones in Texas were. I
Florida's
think.
bad. Florida's really bad. Basically everything in the South. It's all the red states. I mean, let's just be honest. Yeah. They want to whitewash that. You've heard the term whitewashing history. That's what they're doing. Cuz I'll tell you something I was very sad about. I only learned like 2 years ago about the Black Wall Street and all the murders in like Oklahoma City. You guys know about that?
Yes.
I had never heard that in my life. I was like, what the fuck? You making that up? And then I went and researched it, and I'm like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. And that never came into any class I ever had, any history book I ever read, nothing. I never heard of it. And so imagine what else we haven't heard of, right?
Thankfully, we live in like the information age now. And I think that as time goes on from this point on, like it will be harder for like America and other like big countries, accepting countries like China and North Korea, right? Where they're very different.
Very secretive.
Yeah.
Private.
Right. Yeah. I think it'll be hard going forward to really like cherry pick things like that for the education system. I'm speaking because kids and like teenagers and stuff can learn the truth more easily, like on the internet, and like everything's on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Like,
But the thing, like take that for example. So these guys are saying that these guys are saying that Watchmen and Lovecraft brought that to the what I never watched either one of those shows, so I don't know. But the thing about it is like what you said, Robin. Like, thank God we live in the information age. Except even so, unless somebody brings it to you, like it's not like I was sitting around my house going, you know what? I wonder if there was ever a Black Wall Street. Let me go check on that. I would never have thought of it.
Learn these things from other people for sure.
Exactly.
But I think I guess what I mean though is I think like the populace in general is more educated now too, and we're like people who have kids for the most part are raising smarter kids as well. Granted, I know that there's like pockets of areas where people don't want their kids to be informed or well educated or whatever. But I think on average, I would say that that our kids have so much more information at their disposal that it makes them smarter in the
a
long
lot
run.
more intelligent kids. They're just not as wise.
Well,
They're not
maybe
very wise.
No,
And
there's a
not as
big you guys.
or kind. A lot of kids are fucking brutal and rude and just absolutely monsters.
There's a giant difference, the hugest of differences between having information available and having it in your head. Today and every day going forward, there's more information available, but kids today are fucking stupid. They are monstrably stupid. Now,
sometimes my kids come with stuff that I'm like, I did not know this at your age. Like, I can't.
Right.
Like,
now, I'm not
blown
saying
away constantly about how what things my kids know about.
Right.
I don't know, it blows
So
me
let me better articulate what I mean. I'm not calling out every person under the age of 25. No. I'm not saying 100%. But compared to my generation, where there was a few stupid people, there's like half of stupid people now. It's at least half. Because the number of kids that I've seen or talked to myself or seen on an interview show or just anywhere that they might be being asked general knowledge questions, they can't answer how many states are there. How many stripes are there on the flag?
I find that hard to believe.
No, it's amazing. I find it hard to believe, yet I've seen it with my own eyes. But yeah, I would say Gen Z is the stupidest generation to ever live. What did I say?
My 5-year-old knows
with your
there's
eyes.
50
I'm
states.
stupid. Right, Robin. So because you're a good mom and you're not gonna let them slide. But there's parents out there, and by the way, Gen X, worst generation of parents. My generation. Yeah, totally. Worst generation.
Yeah, most of my kids' friends' parents are Gen Xers. Like we just met my son's friend's parents, and she's a Gen Xer. So
Yeah,
I see
somehow
what you're saying.
don't know what happened because we were raised by boomers, right? We were raised by Gen
Yeah,
Xers
I
were
was
raised by
raised by
boomers.
boomers,
Right. Don't
millennials too. Yeah.
understand where the disparity is or how it came about, but basically everybody I went to high school with is a fucking shit parent. And I'll give you some examples. Hey, buddy, you better stop acting up or no dessert for you. Kid doesn't stop. Kid acts worse. 10 minutes later, bowl of ice cream. So empty
Oh no,
threats, right?
heck no, heck no.
The
My
other
kids
thing-
act out, we leave. It's like,
Participation
we're leaving.
trophies. That'll ruin a kid. That'll
Oh,
ruin yeah. Another one is I can't believe I'm not a parent because I would be so good. My kids would hate me, which they should. They should hate you till they're 18. You're not their friend. You're their parent. I'm naming names. You got me blacklisted at Hop Sings. So another big one is, hey buddy, use your words. What does that even mean? Like, I'll fucking, like, this is the way it is, kid. Do it. And if they don't do it, you...
I mean, I think it's okay for kids to be taught how to like properly express themselves. I'm not against that. I think that is good parenting.
Yeah, I guess I'm just really upset at the phrase, use your words.
The word for my dad was stifle. That's all. I got.
That-
I mean,
that's what Archie used to
I'll
tell
put it
Edith.
in context, right? Like, because I only say use your words with my 5-year-old. I don't do that with my older kids. But that's because sometimes my 5-year-old will basically be having a fit, right? And he's like crying and like yelling, but like it's incoherent. So to get him to stop, well, first we always try to get him to calm down, like, because we can't understand you when you're like, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I say, okay, now use your words and explain to me what's wrong. Like, why are you yelling? Why are you crying? What happened? Because sometimes I don't know what happened to have that meltdown happen or whatever. That's why we say use your word. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I can't understand you. So, like, you need to speak with clear words without screaming and crying at me. And I only do that with my 5-year-old. Like, once they become like more capable of like controlling their like outbursts and stuff like that, obviously you're not going to talk to them that way. You're just going to be like, hey buddy, what's wrong? Or, whatever.
Yeah.
But
When
like,
they
I
get
think
over
below
the-
a certain
when they
age,
get over
you
the-
do have to use like really short, concise phrases to get toddlers and preschoolers to communicate correctly with you.
Well, I don't know. I'm no parent. Sit in the corner and shut up. That sounds good. That sounds right to me.
That's a boomer parent tactic right there. Sit in the
Yeah.
corner.
Well,
and shut up.
listen, I turned out okay. I mean, I got spanked when I was a kid. I mean,
Dude, I can't count the number of times I was told to stand with my nose in a corner and don't.
I was
make a
never told
peep.
this. Yeah. So my mom, so funny. So before she died, and well before she died, this is maybe real long time
Yes,
ago.
think about what you did.
But
Oh, my mom's favorite was sit on your hands if we were in the car and like me and my brothers were.
See, I was never
slapping
told
each
sit on
other
my
or
hands.
whatever. Yeah, we had to sit on our hands.
so
Fucking crazy.
this is a big thing I think for boomer parents is send the kid to your room. Go to your room, and then even add on top of that, go to your room without dinner, right? Without
No dinner.
Right. So I'm thinking, first of all, and I didn't
Fucking
tell this.
great.
I did not tell this to my mom when I was 8, 10, 12 years old. I told her when I was like 45. I go, you realize you sent me to like the place where I had my comic books, and
My happy
magazines,
place? Yeah.
my television. Yeah, you sent me to my happy. Oh, she's like, oh fuck. And she was a school teacher. You think she would have figured it out? And the one I didn't have the heart to tell her was, and the times you sent me with no supper, no dinner. Yeah, well, you can't cook anyway, so.
Oh, that's
I never told her that. My mom actually was not that good of a cook. I'll tell you what, though. She could make a mean tuna sandwich. Best I've ever had. And she taught me how to make it. Have I told this story before? She taught me how to make it before she died. Oh, I did? Okay.
with
Did
eggs
she
or
use
no eggs?
Miracle Whip?
No. No.
Okay,
But
good.
she watched me. She told me the recipe, and she watched me do it. She goes, yep, that's exactly it. And I bit into it. wasn't as good as hers.
Aw.
Because
I
I
like
can't.
making tuna salad with hard-boiled eggs in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So
that's good.
And pickle relish, but dill relish, not sweet relish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no sweet relish.
No sweet relish.
Gotta
Ugh.
be done.
It's
I
gotta be
like
dill
green
relish.
olives in mine. Green olives too.
I'm not a big olive fan.
Oh, olives are gross.
Yeah,
I was just
don't
having
like
this
olives.
discussion with somebody. Olives are gross. Well, but my palate
Onions
is.
are gross.
I like onions. I do like
I
onions.
fucking hate onions.
Olives are gross. Mushrooms are gross.
Yes, mushrooms are also gross.
Cauliflower's gross.
I don't
Broccoli's
mind
gross.
cauliflower. I love black broccoli. I fucking love broccoli.
Ugh.
I also really like Brussels sprouts, which
Ugh.
most people don't like, but
Eh.
I love like a good sautéed Brussels sprout. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Notham says my parents were more like 2 kids enter, 1 kid leaves. I like it. Work it out yourselves.
My kids were the come home and the streetlights are on kind of parents.
Yeah, that's what we had. We had come in when it's dark,
Yeah.
which in the summer is 10 p.m. here, where I live. Well, for maybe a
I
couple of
remember
days.
my first Dungeons and Dragons gaming session. I had to drive home in the dark on a dirt road on my motorcycle with my brother holding a flashlight.
Oh my
man,
gosh.
yeah, not
And
dangerous.
I'm like, shine it at the woods. There's fire beetles coming.
We used to put pegs on our bikes so that 2 kids could ride on one bike. Like one stands on the pegs in the back and holds
Yeah.
on for dear
Yeah,
life.
yep.
Like we'd ride around the neighborhood like that.
Yep.
Oh, ours was a dirt bike, and we were 10 years.
Yeah, it must have been nice to not be the firstborn female child in your family. But fucking anywhere.
I
My
was
parents
the
were so
last
strict,
born
like-
female.
For me to even go out to a friend's house, my parents had to know the parents of the child, and even still, I don't know if you can sleep over at Susie's house for her birthday like all the other little girls in their class.
Aw. That
Hey,
sucks.
safety first.
We didn't have a lot of sleepovers.
Yeah, my
My
parents
two
were-
brothers
Sleepover.
slept over at their friend's house all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Pretty
we
much.
don't even know their parents.
I had a lot of sleepovers. Never at my house, though. Kids didn't want to come to my house. There's reasons for that, which I won't go into. But
My
I slept over
parents-
at my friend's house all the fucking time.
We used to. They would let us ride our bikes down into the main, across traffic, and
Oh, yeah.
they
We used
did
to
not
walk
even
to the
care.
grocery store
yeah,
or
it's
ride our
not that
bikes
they
to the
didn't
grocery
care,
store.
it's that
School when I was
they-
in 3rd grade.
they thought enough of us that we would know how to not kill ourselves. Is what they.
Yeah.
And my mom would, she'd be concerned, but she's like, okay, so to be back by 8:00, she'd give me rules, and then I would just follow the rules.
Yep.
And then if
Yeah,
I
we
didn't,
would.
if I didn't follow the rules, I would make goddamn sure she never found out about it. And then,
You better
but that's
come
more when
straight
you're
home after
15,
school.
15,
When you
16,
stop by
17.
the
You,
gas station
yeah,
on
you
the
start
way home.
pushing it. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Oh, my favorite thing was we lived by this creek that went underneath a freeway, so it had a little tunnel and a bike path, and then the creek. And even in the spring or the fall when the creek would flood, we would still walk through the bike path. We'd just roll our pants up, walk through this bike path, wading through the water, because it led to the mall and the public library. So my brothers, I'm 8 years old. My brothers would drop me off at the library by myself while they went to the mall to go play in the arcade at the mall. That was my childhood, being left by my older siblings in a library by myself so I could read books like the fucking nerd I was while my brothers are going to play fucking Street
So were you
Fighter.
really complaining
at
about
the
being
mall.
left at the library?
No, I wasn't complaining, but I think if my kids did that now, I just think it'd be crazy. If they left their littlest brother somewhere, anywhere by himself, I'm like, fuck no, that would never happen.
Why is Pluto in this picture of our planets? I don't like it. They're saying there's only 8, now there's 9.
See, that's a misrepresentation because Pluto is a lot
Not that
fucking
big.
smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
well,
way tinier
these
than
are
that.
not to scale, of course. Yeah.
Where does it say that? Where does it say that?
It doesn't. I just know that the planets aren't all the
But
same
Jupiter
size.
would be bigger than almost all of them.
Jupiter's
They
very
haven't shown
big.
to scale unless they have that disclaimer, not shown to scale.
Man, the hex-shaped storm and
Venus and
Jupiter is,
Mercury are
coolest
very
shit
small compared to
ever.
Earth.
Have you guys seen this?
The what?
The hex storm on the top of Jupiter. It's like shaped like a hexagon, like a perfect fucking hexagon. It's
Oh, I never
it
noticed
is the
the.
most fascinating shit ever. I watched this documentary about like nature's most perfect shape, and it's the hexagon, right? Like bees make their hives in hexagon
Yeah,
shapes. Jupiter has a storm at the top of it that is shaped like a perfect fucking hexagon.
I never
It is
noticed that.
crazy. It's
That is
so
crazy.
cool.
I don't know. It looks like a fucking bouquet of roses to
It's
No,
a
me.
no, no, not
pentagon.
that one. You got to look at the other,
No,
the black and white photos of
Oh,
this
it.
is
it's
a
the
close up
pentagon
of
turns
it.
hexagon.
Yeah, this is like it's super zoomed in, but if you zoom out,
Oh,
it
here.
because of the way the storms
Yeah,
rotate, it makes a perfect hexagon, like the
that makes
outer ring
sense.
of it.
Yeah, that makes
Like,
sense.
yeah, look at those other pictures. There you go. It's
Yeah,
so cool.
that is cool. I'm a moon freak and a planet freak, and I just love. I'm one of these people that if they came to me and said, "Okay, Rob, it's a one way trip to Mars. You want on?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go. Let's do it." I would
Look at
do it.
that.
Wait. Are you talking like
This
colonize
is why
Mars
all
where we can
D&D
live
Yeah,
on
maps
it, or
like
use
Mars as it
hexes.
is now?
well, I mean, I'm 57 years old, so if they said today, let's go to Mars, I'd be like, okay, let's do it. I mean, they would never accept me. I wouldn't pass the physical, but I'm just saying, I would love to. I would do it. I would go. I would spend a year going to the other planet and doing it. Like that's how fucking cool it is to me. But
You
I'm
guys,
I'm
that's
too old to be of any consideration to do a thing where you would go and colonize, because if the first people they send have to be like scientists and doctors and people that can set shit
People
up,
that can
right?
contribute.
Right. They don't just want like
The
I'll be
coding
the
package
Rob.
on Mars
We
is
need a
going to be very.
streamer to go to Mars. Would you be interested in just going and then just sitting in a
No,
chair
they
and
would send
talking?
Mark McGuire instead of you. I'm sorry.
Mark McGuire. Why? Why?
Whatever.
Now,
I'd
if
love
they
to
said
do.
we need you to set up some spreadsheets for us, yeah, hey, all right.
I'm self-taught. Oh, never mind. We don't need you. We don't need your services. Hey, look what I can do right now. Watch this. Hey, let's give away a prize. You know what I mean?
yes.
Because we've been talking
We-
for.
Not
An
about
hour.
fantasy
It won't
grounds.
be a trip to Mars. I'm sorry.
I want to go to Mars. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I'm
Um,
like deathly
I
afraid
think I
of
would be motion
flying.
sickness the whole time.
Yeah, so like
yeah.
I can't imagine going to space. I don't like flying on an airplane.
I
well,
don't mind
it's not the same.
the-
It's G forces, and then you don't weigh anything after that.
I'm only don't like the motion sickness part.
Mm.
Everything
And you
else
also
I'm fine.
you have to be like crazy healthy to go to outer space.
Yeah, well,
because
that's
of
what I said. I wouldn't pass
the
the
mechanics of it. Yeah.
Street cam. Moscow. No, who did
Weeds
it?
are
Yeah,
still there. They did a
So the
poor
weeds,
job with
the
your
weeds have been sprayed yesterday. They tell me that it takes a week and a half for them to die. But you know what it is?
Gravel there. I see.
By the time he sprayed them all, he could have just pulled them and it would have been gone.
Yeah.
Well, but that's not what they do, right? They don't pull weeds.
I know.
They
Mhm.
street cam. So then,
crazy.
yeah, that's it. And
Look, if
the
you pull
lawns.
the weeds, there's a chance that some of the roots will still be intact, and from those little roots, new weeds will sprout.
Right,
You
whereas
spray them, you kill them.
they fucking get killed.
You're
And I
so
said-
Pull 'em,
right.
and then I sprayed them. And then they
So the guy told it was funny the way he worded it because I go, "How long until they're gone?" And he goes, "Well, in about a week and a half they'll be dead." And he said it that way, like parenthetical. They're not going to be gone. In other words, they're not going to disappear. They're not going to disintegrate. They're just going to be dead.
it's still gonna
But
be there.
The wind. So off to the right is of course empty field, and the wind blows, and so along the edges, and then you can't see it to the right, but along the edge of the grass are weeds, and then in the backyard where the rock wall wraps around, it's the weeds are exactly where you would think that the wind would blow because it carries the seeds from the fields and deposit them. When a rock bed loves a seed, they make a baby. All right, let's give away a prize. Let me go back to the. Let me go right here like that, and we go over here like this, and we go here like this, and like that, and then we're gonna say. We're gonna do a drawing, and the person can win a thing. I'm always just lazy, and as everyone who watches the show knows, a thing means you can get any item off the DM's Guild or any item off the Fantasy Grounds Forge that you would like to have for free. And if you win,
Pluto should be the keyword.
Uno.
Pluto.
Oh, Pluto. I thought you meant Uno.
Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto, like that.
Pluto.
Okay, let's do it. Start. Boom. So exclamation point Pluto in the Twitch chat, everybody.
Fuck yeah.
So-
Justice for Pluto.
I have a
Justice for Pluto.
question.
Yeah,
Why can Goofy talk and Pluto can't?
that is a good question. Well, Goofy is
Because of the
a
same reason why Goofy wears pants and Pluto doesn't.
Yeah, because Goofy is a bipedal, like
Dog.
anthropomorphic
morphism.
dog.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Pluto is
and
a dog.
Pluto is a
The
pet.
Dog.
Justice for Pluto, McClancy put it. Keyword raffle closing in 30
So,
seconds.
speaking about Team Twohy products and Fantasy Grounds, back to the purpose of the show. Have you released anything new?
Oh, absolutely, we did. I'm surprised Drake didn't ask me.
Oh yeah, what's new?
Let's go check it
I
out.
didn't think there was anything new.
Yeah,
I
there's
thought I
one
was on
thing.
top of everything.
There's one thing
Perhaps
new.
not.
There's one thing new. Well, there's two things new actually, but one of them is the thing, and then one of them is a portal pack for the thing. And the thing is
Who won?
Gorbidol's Abandoned Mine Part 3, which we'll look at here in a second. Who won the raffle? Let's find out. Deepbot. Let's see. The winner is boom. Nafum. And so Nafum knows what to do. I have a special slide for everybody that people like to look at. So Nafum knows what to do. He goes to Discord and he sends me a message and he tells me, "Hey, I want this thing from the DM's Guild," with his email. Or he says, "I want this thing from the Forge," with his Forge name, his Fantasy Grounds forum name. If you win something from the Forge, links are appreciated because I can just click on the link and gift you the item. If you win something from the DM's Guild, you can send me the link, but it doesn't help me because I have to look it up manually and do this whole back end bullshit. Anyway, back end bullshit. That's what happened. Woohoo! I never really get a woohoo from Robin.
Nice telling
Fuck
congrats
yeah.
for the winner. For an awesome. Fuck yeah. All right.
All right.
All right.
Back to
Enough
this.
of that.
So let's cancel all these things that I had open for various and sundry reasons. Now let's go to part 3. Here it is right here. Boom. So Gorbidol, as you all know, I say it with a B. That's how you're supposed to say it.
Why?
I just have always done that since. So Robin Williams in 1979 put out a comedy album. This was on a record back then. And he said there's a guy named Gore Vidal. There was an actual person named Gore Vidal. And he made a joke about, the punchline was, "Gore Vidal for whenever I have $1 and a bottle of water, I have Perrier. Gore Vidal for, I forget, I forget what he said. But Gore Vidal got stuck in my head. So then every time I see Gore Vidal, or in this case, Gore Vidal's screen name, I say Gore Vidal. That's how I do it. Anyway, he makes a 5-part.
I can't really tell that you're saying it differently.
I know. If you say it real fast, you can't even. And it's sort of like the Hispanic way of speaking. They do B's for V's and right, and then because Filipinos do F's for P's and P's for F's, right? Sorry, I meant to say Filipino. Blue to True has just rated the channel. Blue to True, thank you so much for rating. Welcome, Blue to Truers. I always just say the person's name and then add ERS to it. That's how I do it. So this is a 5-part adventure, everybody. This is part 3.
Wow.
And
who wrote the adventure originally? Sorry.
Gorbidol.
Oh.
Yeah, Team
I knew
2E,
that.
Gorbidol.
I knew that.
Mm-hmm. We just did 10 minutes about his name just a second ago.
Sorry. Listen, I was having a jinx battle with Bane in chat, okay?
Double jinx. Here is a map. And as you know, we would always open it and see that it does in fact have line of sight. Boom. Holy shit. When it's smaller like that, you can...
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
All right.
You always say I sound like Owen Wilson, but I don't think I sound like him at all.
Oh, 100% you did.
Wow. No, I
Yeah,
couldn't even do it.
yeah. Is everybody yes or no? Robin
No,
sounds.
I
All right.
sound nothing like Owen Wilson.
All right, here we go. Let's go right over here to.
Wow. He's
Gorby
got a
doll.
weird.
A
Gorby doll.
steam
I'm gonna hire Gorby doll to write an adventure for me.
You don't want Chat GPT to write an adventure for
No,
you?
I don't want Chat GPT. Is that even like? Can you even publish that? Like, what's their
Yes.
usage
Yes, you can.
license? No, I'm not gonna have them write a whole. I have used Chat GPT to rewrite things for me, like add more adjectives or make it like sound better or like correct the tenses of words. But I will not use Chat GPT to write an entire adventure. That's not gonna happen.
All right. Does Robin sound like Owen Wilson? Yes or
Oh
no?
my God. Are we really doing this?
Robin, you don't vote.
Oh, how do I vote?
No, you don't vote. Damn it. Well, Robin,
nice.
we know that you're. Oh, somebody else feared fate, hopping on the woman's bandwagon.
Thanks.
And Zayshawn.
Yeah,
Zayshawn
thank
says
you.
no.
Thank you. And my own husband saying yes. What the fuck?
He knows comedy. You don't sound exactly like him, but you do. You sound like someone doing an impression of him. Like.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
McClancy, how dare you?
Thanks.
All right, so it's 50-50, everybody. It's 50-50.
Suck it.
Suck it. Well, that's not
I
nobody.
couldn't figure out how to vote, so I just said screw it.
Exclamation point,
Exclamation
vote,
point,
space, number 1.
One
Yeah.
for yes or 2 for no.
It was too much.
She just says it the same
She does.
way.
She says it in the same
I
way.
don't even mean to. I'm
I know.
saying wow. Like
Wow.
genuinely that's how I say wow. Unless I'm like really wow, then I'm like wow, but I gotta find a new what are those kinds of words called? There's a term for that kind of word.
Exclamations.
Exclamations. Thank you. I
Logan?
need to find a new exclamation than
What,
wow.
what are we
I can't
doing?
use
What
it
was I?
anymore.
Did I do? What was I? I got all lost and we were doing something.
What if I say
Showing off new products.
Oh yeah, thank you. Right here
Wowzers.
is the screen in
Is that
front of me.
better? Wowzers. That's what I'm gonna say from now on.
Is it better?
Wowzers.
No, it's not better. It's not. It's not better. So
Like
anyway,
1965. Wowzers.
I think you should say you're a dick like Spicoli. That's
Oh wait, I don't get that reference.
have you seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
No.
Put it on the list.
Okay.
It's 1982 is before your time, but it's a classic. So
Yeah.
look at this map. Oh, symmetry. Oh my God. Oh, don't look at it.
especially Sean Penn.
Yeah, Sean Penn, Phoebe Cates. You bought $40 worth of fucking film. You never even said hello to her.
If you're here and I'm here, does that make it our time?
Oh,
Man.
he's got pictures in this one, everybody. These are
Oh,
what's inside the dungeon. Anyway,
Dungeon Alchemist. He's getting good at it. Look at it. He's got
Yeah.
the
so this is a Thor's hammer, of course. This is a did I say a 5-part adventure? This is part 3. And there are portal packs for set.
I'm fighting the urge to say wow so much right now.
Robin, don't stifle yourself. Be free. You do you, boo, like you say. You do you.
Oh, look at that map. Wow.
Yeah, you're just trying to be all disguising it.
I gotta change it, damn it.
Look at that map. Wow. Just do it that way. Use your words.
He's gonna kill us.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that kind of does look like I don't know if this is what you meant, Bane, but this kind of does look like I want my MTV. Remember that video from 1985? Okay, let's get through the next. Oh, there was some runes on the floor or whatever. Oh my god. I see maps, I get scared because I don't want to go in there and get beat up.
Put some Fantasy Grounds special effects on it.
Okay, let's see the next. Oh, did I pass it already? Oh, okay, hold on. Oh yeah.
79
Oh.
rooms.
Holy God!
Wow.
Look at this. Make this one bigger, like that. And line of sight. Boom. So this one has a. Here, let's just read the description of this room. The door to this room opens into a wooden platform that's 20 feet wide by 15 feet at its widest. There are 4 torches mounted on poles in each corner hanging over the pool. There is a fine mist coming off the surface of the pool. The water is slightly warmer than the surrounding air. The pool itself is about 40 feet deep, with a strong current running from under the platform going towards the east wall. There's a small... Don't go in there. Fucking...
Look at this map.
I know.
He's got fog on the map, the special effects.
Oh, shit! I thought you said the fog didn't carry through.
There. Some of them don't.
Okay, look at that. This is the one I should have been reading, right here. The door to this room opens and a mist coming off the surface of the water. The platform, it opens onto a 25 feet...
Stop it, dang it. I can't
No,
say it now.
I'm just laughing because we were talking about it, but otherwise I wouldn't have laughed at that.
It's
The
so
water is
cool,
about 40 feet
though.
deep, and it is cool, and it's got the mist in there.
I need
That's
to
the
do
stuff.
this stuff to like maps when I DM.
So Drake, how can you smoke on the wall?
How do you make it only affect
Fire in the
one
sky.
area instead of like the
It's
whole
a
map?
mask. You just
Yeah,
got
I
a mask,
couldn't
and then you.
I couldn't figure that shit out.
It's pretty easy actually. Once you.
So-
Will you teach me someday, Drake?
Sure.
So, and we did, Robin. We did it last week on the show. I'm not kidding.
Well,
We
yeah,
did.
but
Rob
I
did
couldn't
it.
be here last
I know. I'm
week.
just saying you missed it. So Drake, which effects don't export when you export them?
I don't have a list.
That would
ones
be a
that
good
choose
thing
not
to
to.
know. Is
I
because
think
I was gonna do Unknown
Josh
Whom,
would
and
be the one to ask.
look at how fucking cool that is, you
I
guys.
try to remember to ask him on Thursday when he's on my table.
That is so fucking cool.
That is so cool. Anyways, guys, go buy it.
Do you still have to do like XML injection bullshit to get like line of sight to go with a module?
Well, it does it automatically. You export it and it just does it.
Oh, now it does?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's been.
Listen,
Yeah, this
I
was
haven't done
nice about
conversions
Dungeon
in, like, a
Alchemist.
year.
You
He
make the
said-
map, and then it does the line of sight and it exports it all in. Boom.
Go to
done.
the room in the
Like-
upper left. He said.
Like I have a book coming out like really fucking soon. Am I gonna do the conversion for it? No, I'm not.
Which one?
One was the clouds.
Oh, well, he said upper left. This is upper left-ish. Oh, wait.
Hey, isn't there a show on Sunday nights where you ask questions
Yeah.
like this?
The other pool room. Yeah, this one.
So cool.
But there's no graphics on that one. I
He
mean,
might have used clouds and clouds as a transfer or something. I don't know. Or he did use.
oh, you know
clouds.
what though? I fucked with this and turned it off and turned it on. I
Yeah.
probably screwed it.
Gorvidal, did you use Dungeon
Yeah,
Alchemist
but-
to make these maps?
Yeah.
Oh, you can remove the mask on that one. Wait, what?
That's the map layer.
I don't know what's trying to happen here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go to
Oh,
the
FX
FXO.
tab. Up top.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I'm watching the stream like a dumbass. Listen. That's
Listen.
smart. I forgot you streamed to us in Discord.
It's very frustrating to have somebody in the audience try to walk you through something because they're
You have to
watching the
wait.
stream and it's
It's so long.
Anyway, suffice to say, it's fucking cool. Everybody, go buy it.
It is
Here,
cool.
now I'm gonna go do this. Let's see, part 3. Can I get it?
I need to get that. I didn't know you could
Or
use Dungeon Alchemist maps in commercial products. I
Oh,
didn't know you
absolutely.
had a license for that. Do you have to pay extra for
No,
a commercial license or?
you do not.
There's a
I think if you
limit that
make
you can
if you
sell.
make $100,000 a year or more, then they want a piece. But if you don't, then they don't care. So here it is, everybody. $4.95. It's a bargain. What a
Fancy.
bargain.
Fun and a
And
Nice.
bath.
And this is levels. This is designed for a group of 4 to 5 characters starting at level 7 to 8, and we'll take them to 9 or 10. Boom. That's how you do it. All right,
Do they
you
have
guys.
attribution license? I assume you have to credit them.
Um,
Yeah, I'll look it up. I can look it up. It's fine.
Dungeon Alchemist. Well, let's let everybody know right
Yeah,
now.
what's their commercial license look like?
Let's do this. Dungeon
We did look at it one time.
Alchemist
It was a
Yeah,
while ago.
probably.
commercial license. I think we looked at something. Is this the one that they say? Let me see if I can search for
Holy tiny
Control
text.
F. Oh no, there's no dollar amount. Okay, so that must be something else. Oh yeah, here it is. They just didn't put a dollar. This is the one. If you make $100,000 or more annually, I don't think they mean just by using this. I think if you are a gamer producer person or company and you make over $100,000 a year, they want you to kick them back. Well, what does it say? We'll need to contact from the moment this turnover is generated during any financial year. Yeah, and I guess they're just like trusting people to do that. But I think if you're a company that makes over $100,000 a year and you use Dungeon Alchemist, they'll know. They'll know who you are, right? I made over $100,000 one year, but never again. And I wasn't using Dungeon Alchemist either. Anyway, that's it. All right, so here's the thing. We're gonna stop.
All right.
Yep, Nafum sent me his prize so I can figure it out. And that's it. Oh, check street cam. We did that. Boom.
Are we? Nate says, are we going to end it?
Are we going to end it?
Hey,
I don't
if
know.
Rob says so.
I mean, we don't have
Rob
to.
says so.
I was thinking that I need to go watch Fatal Attraction
I need to go to bed.
because you guys are all later than me. It's only 7 o'clock. And
It's 9:12,
I need to get...
10:12.
and I'm tired.
It's
I went on
7:12.
like 5 million bike rides today.
That's a lot.
I went on 2. Okay, I'm just tired.
You know what? 2 is a lot.
I know. I'm trying to lose weight, okay?
Okay. I'm trying to lose weight too, but not by bike riding. 95% of it, Robin, is what you put in your mouth, not what you do with your body.
Yeah, but I like cheeseburgers, okay?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You gotta stop eating cheeseburgers.
Listen, I don't eat them as much as I used to. So, to feel less guilty about the ones that I do eat, I'm trying to ride my bike more.
There's no reason
That's
you
all.
shouldn't be eating as many cheeseburgers as you want.
Yeah, but I'm so chubby now.
Yeah, so once again, I go back to my mom. You know, she was wise. That's why I keep quoting her about stuff. She said, I can eat perfectly and eat healthy and eat and do everything right, and I might live an extra 2 or 3 years, but it'll be the last 2 or 3 years. And do I want to be in misery every day to try to get that out of life, or do I want to be happy every day and do whatever the fuck I want?
Man,
And I'm like, that's a good point.
I
Plus,
feel like you could get more than 2 or 3 years. out
well,
of
she died
being healthy.
she died for not reasons of what she ate. She died for
right.
so she wins. She won that battle. She got her happiness.
Sure.
Yeah, so she, you get hit by a bus, you win. My mother was not hit by a bus, but you guys get what I'm saying. Look, the chat's like, good night, everybody. Fuck all this. But
Yeah, they were
yeah,
saying it before he started.
I
talking about
tried
this.
to, like, I'm very overweight. I'm like morbidly obese, I would say. I'm 5'5" and weigh 245. That's not good. I should weigh 145. But Bane's like, that's not winning. But it is. If you're happy every day. See, here's what I struggle with personally. I don't know if you're like this, Robin. I eat a cheeseburger, right? So awesome, so good, makes me so happy, but only for that 5 minutes.
Right.
Then I'm like, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I didn't need to do that. But I can't, I
I'm
have to
like,
see,
man, can I have another one?
that's my problem. It's a bad, so here's the thing. I'm not trying to place blame. I'm just saying, I'm just saying as a fact, there's no one in my house to stop me. Even if I had a person, like a girlfriend, it wouldn't be her job to stop me or to even say anything to me about the way I eat or take care of myself or whatever. But if that person was physically present here, I would be more mindful of, maybe it would be shame or, embarrassment or,
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's
I
nobody fucking here. These cats cannot talk. They don't tell me. They're on a diet, these cats. They're fat.
Oh.
Yeah, they're on a diet.
For me, it's like, it's so hard because like I'm not like obese, but I'm also not in good shape, right? Like I am overweight, like 100%. There's no denying that. I am overweight. And the hard thing for me is that I don't like spending a lot of money on myself for clothes, right? Like I always
Yeah.
feel guilty about that because like my kids need things, we need groceries. So like and women's clothing, I don't know if you know, is like crazy expensive. And most of the time I don't even like it, right? Like I want pockets on my pants and that's impossible to fucking find. So long diatribe short, I don't fit into a lot of clothes that I currently have, and I don't want to buy new clothes for the size that I am currently on the off chance that maybe I'm working out more, maybe I am going to lose weight. So I don't want to buy clothes now when they might not fit me 6 months from now or something,
Yeah.
right? And I'm just in this like constant like vicious cycle because every summer I manage to drop like 15 pounds, give or take. And then I'm, fitting better back into my older clothes and it's fine. And then the winter comes around and I put the 15 pounds back on and then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's
Yep,
just
that's
terrible.
my life for like 40 years. Yeah.
Maybe you should just learn to let your clothes out.
I
Sewing.
don't
Or do
know,
what I
but
do,
like
Robin.
all of my clothes are like cheap clothes. I like you guys, I'm not kidding. I buy shit at like Walmart because it's like, oh, those pants they're like made of cotton and they have drawstring and like that's I don't dress very nice. Like I'll be the first person to admit that. I'm very much a comfortable dresser. I don't wear like cute blouses. I'm not a very stylish girl. I wear t-shirts and cotton bottoms,
Mm-hmm.
like leggings or capris or whatever. Like I like to be comfortable when I wear clothes. I don't like getting dressed up and like wearing blazers and pencil skirts and shit like that. That's just not me.
Well, and
So,
I know that it's different for women than it is for men, but like what you're saying, you're very smart to do that because as a man, as a 14-year-old boy, I wear nothing but t-shirts and sweats or shorts. I
yeah.
don't own a tie. I don't own a suit. I also have a rule in my life that I don't do weddings or funerals, so there's no cause for me to ever
Mm,
have a suit.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean, like I own a couple of dresses, but they were like when my husband was in the military, we would go to like military balls sometimes.
right,
So I have
right.
ball gowns. There's no way I could fit them anymore. Obviously, they're from when I was like way smaller. But like I have those and that's it. I don't have anything like if my family wanted to go out to like a fancy restaurant, like I don't have clothes that I could wear
Oh, Robin,
out in
I
that
show up
scenario.
to
I don't have
those
church
events.
clothes. You
No,
know what I
no,
mean?
I show up to those events in sweats. I tell
Mhm.
people, you know that if you invite me, I'm coming in sweatpants. Yeah, Rob, that's fine. Everybody knows.
Yeah. I
And then
have a
like
couple of shirts
people
that
have
could
accepted it.
pass as like dressy shirts, but I will literally wear them with leggings. Like, and that's like how I would dress up.
Oh yeah.
And that's it. And
That's why.
they're like cotton shirts. They're not made of silk or satin or anything that most people would consider to be like a fancier material. Like I pretty much exclusively buy clothing that is cotton or linen because it's so much more comfortable for me. I don't even like wearing jeans. I fucking hate jeans with a passion because I find them to
Yeah,
be
I hate
so
jeans. I hate.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're so. I don't know how people. Now, when I was 20, I wore them and they were fine, but I can't. I can't do it. So I was going. I thought seriously. I didn't tell anybody this. I haven't discussed it with anybody. This is the first time saying it. But I seriously considered, and for quite a long time, for many months, like you and I joked about president, but I thought seriously about running for office in my local, just in my local town, like city council or whatever. And I encourage people to do this if you think you want to do it. Go to wherecanirun.org because you can type in like your address and it'll give you every single office that you can run for in your city, county, state, and what's available. If there's anybody running opposed, whatever, and you can sign up to run, and it'll tell you like it costs. Like if you're going to run for city council, it costs 1%. The filing fee is 1% of the annual salary or that many signatures and equal to the dollar amount. And then a lot of offices, you don't have to pay anything. You can just sign up to run for it. So anyway, my whole point is I basically came to the conclusion that I can never do this because no matter what office I ran for, I would never be taken seriously if I showed up in sweats and said, I'm the guy who's bucking the system. I'm not wearing a suit.
Yeah.
And that would be my whole specific platform. And people might be like, yeah, but I would never make it in. It just wouldn't happen in today's America, right? So
We could get you a little robot like Sheldon Cooper had. You could just have your.
it's only just my face on an iPad.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that ever shows up. This is really cool though, you guys. I typed in my address and I did this and the one thing I was going to sign up for was school board, but that is you get $50 a meeting. That's the salary as you go to, and then I thought, well, what am I, they're going to just, the first day they're going to go, you don't have any kids, get the fuck out of here. The other one I wanted to sign up for was the water district because I've complained before about my water here and that we get charged a border fee and this and that. And come to find out that the county or there's water districts all over where I live, but the one for the place that I need to get in to affect it there is no water board. You have to sign up to be on the Spokane City Council. And it's the filing fees like $3,000, and I'm like, yeah, fuck no, it's not gonna. You can get people to sponsor you. You like if you say you want to run for office and get people excited, like they want to just get their puppet in there, right? Like, oh, Rob, we'll back you. They'll pay for it, but I can't go to city council meetings in shorts and a t-shirt. I just can't do it. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But
that's my problem, right? Like I don't know. All my clothing I own is like I dress like a kid, basically. I wear
Right, I dress like a
cotton
14-year-old
pants,
boy.
cotton shirts. Yeah,
Right.
like
I
dress like a toddler is what I'm saying.
I dress, act, and eat like a 14-year-old boy. Absolutely. John Fetterman is a good example. He did do that, but he still had on like a blazer and a collared shirt, and if you guys don't know who John Fetterman is, that's the is he a senator now in like New Jersey or in one of those eastern places? And he dressed in like shorts and a collared shirt, and then he had a stroke, and then everybody was complaining that he didn't know what the hell he was doing, but he's awesome. But yeah, if you guys are thinking about running for local office in your area to affect change on anything, it could be the fire department, it could be city council, it could be senator, representative, not just at the national level, but at state level or even city level government, whatever, do it, man. Wherecanirun.org.
I have a vote. Let's vote to end this thing. I'm tired. Let's do it. Let's.
This is him, John Fetterman. All right. Yeah, I guess we can end it, you guys.
Yeah. Good chat.
Pennsylvania, thank you. Well, listen, everybody, thanks for watching and thanks for hanging out with us and bullshitting about Fantasy Grounds. Go buy Gore Vidal's thing. Go buy it. Gore Vidal. You can say it that way if you want.
Gore Vidal.
Gore Vidal. And thank you to my talented co-hosts. We shall be back Wednesday for Solasta on this channel. Good gaming, everyone.